Hi guys, my name's Korrina and I'm here today with another unboxing for you. This time we're doing the June Owlcrate box. The theme was Make It Out Alive. So this box was just full of goodies inspired by different survival stories. It was a lot of fun to put together, so let's get into it. Alright, so let's open the box. And every single month we have our postcard at the top, which just gives you an overview of all the different items that are inside. We went with like a really kind of spooky jungle vibe for this postcard, and I just kind of love all of the little hidden details in it. Like we've got this like mysterious kind of like hatch with, you know, gears and stuff, and then we've got this creepy guy in the background. So yeah, this was a really fun postcard to design with our friend James. Alright, so first up, right at the top, is this mysterious ball. So this was a really fun bath bomb. These were made by a company called Fizzy Apothecary, and she's kind of famous for having bath bombs that when they dissolve, there's like a little charm or treasure inside. So we worked with her to create this bath bomb, which was inspired by Divergent. So when you use this in your bath, once it dissolves, there's a charm inside that'll tell you which faction from Divergent that you're in. It smells like a green apple, so it's nice and fruity, and it makes your kind of bath water turn into like this really cool dark green color. It's been really fun watching you guys use these on social media, and yeah, it was just a really cool item to put together for this box. Next up, we have this gorgeous magnet. It's a really like big size magnet. I wanted to put one in that was like really substantial. And it was designed by Little Inklings Design, and it has a quote from An Ember in the Ashes on it. So it says, "Fear is only your enemy if you allow it to be," which I thought was a really great quote, to kind of like inspire everybody to be brave. I'm excited to put this on my fridge and kind of look at it every single day as like a daily reminder. Yeah, so that's just a really fun magnet. And then we have this really cool patch. We've never included a patch before, so this was new for us. We designed it in partnership with Laserbrain Patch Company, which they're just like a really fun patch company. They have such like unique designs. And this patch is actually inspired by The Giver by Lois Lowry. In that story, everybody only sees black and white. They don't see any color until one day the main character Jonah discovers a red apple, and everything kind of takes off from there. So yeah, this is just a really fun patch that kind of shows like the black and white town and the red apple. Under the patch there's like a really cool quote from The Giver. Yeah, and there's just like instructions on the back. So I'm really excited to put this on like my jean jacket, or you could put it on a backpack or whatever. Then we have just a really kind of fun, silly item. It's a zombie sleep mask from Archie McPhee. So when I saw this, I just had to include it. You know, obviously we need to survive the zombie apocalypse, so yeah, I just thought it was really funny, and a few subscribers have kind of written in about how they've scared like their significant other by wearing this in bed, which I think is hilarious. But it's also like a really nice quality too. Yeah, and I think it'd be really fun to take this on an airplane or something like that. And then we have a really gorgeous double-sided bookmark, which was designed by Hey Atlas Creative. It features quotes from A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. So one side says, "Remember that you are a wolf and you cannot be caged," and then you flip it over, and this side says, "You do not fear, you do not falter, you do not yield." So just some cool, like, powerful quotes there. And yeah, I love all of Hey Atlas Creative's designs. They all kind of feature like really gorgeous photography with typography on top of it. And it was really fun to work with her for that box. And then we have our monthly like collectible little pin that we always include, which always has the box number as well as the theme on it, and it always features artwork from the postcard. So this time we did the creepy little guy who's hiding in the shadows. So I thought that was just like a really funny little button to include this time. The final item before we get to the book is actually a second book. We decided to include 2 books in this month's box. This one, New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson, is actually published by Of Tomes Publishing, which, if you didn't know, there's a pretty awesome booktuber here on YouTube named Benjamin of Tomes, and he started his own publishing company. I've been friends with Ben for a really long time. He was one of the very first supporters of Owlcrate, and it's just been fantastic watching how his business has grown over the past couple of years as well. And it was awesome to finally work with him and include one of his books. So New World Rising is a story about a girl named Phoenix who witnessed the death of her parents back when she was 11 years old, and since then she's been trying to survive in this world called the Sanctuary. But inside the Sanctuary there's all these tribes, and it's kind of like if you don't join a tribe then you'll probably die in this world. But Phoenix doesn't want to join a tribe that she doesn't really feel like she's a part of. So it's just kind of a story about her just trying to make it in this world, and it's a really great dystopian read. And yeah, it's gotten lots of really great reviews, so hopefully you guys enjoy it too. This is actually the first book in a trilogy. Book 2 is already out and book 3 is coming out really soon, so it's the perfect time to give it a read and kind of, then you can binge read the whole series, and yeah, it's awesome. And all of the covers are super beautiful too. Alright, so now it's time to unveil the book of the month, which was the Sandcastle Empire by Kayla Olson. So this month we also got to do another exclusive cover, which is just one of my favorite new additions that we're doing. All of the books for the rest of 2017 will have an Owlcrate exclusive cover on it, so it will look different than the version you'd find at your bookstore. With this month, we kind of just did like an inversion of the colors. The original looks like this. So there's a lot of like greens, and then ours is more of a white background, but still has like this really creepy kind of spooky vibe. Another cool thing that HarperCollins did with this edition is they actually changed the color of the actual hardback as well. So I believe when you pick up the book at the bookstore, their hardback is white and ours is green, so that's really fun as well. So with every book that we include, we also send out a letter from the author, which is written by them in their handwriting, and it kind of just explains more about their inspiration for the story, and it usually has a couple like fun little hidden tidbits that you might not know otherwise. So that's always really fun. And then we also always include a signed book plate from the author as well, which you can just put into, like stick it on the title page of your book, and then it's like you have a signed book. This month we also included a fun little sticker sheet inspired by the Sandcastle Empire. So it just features a few different items that would definitely help you survive out in the wild. It's got like a canoe, compass, matches, life jacket. Yeah, and it's just like a fun little extra goodie to go along with your book. The Sandcastle Empire is an awesome survival story. It takes place in our world, but just slightly in the future, after there's been some environmental collapse, and the world's kind of been taken over by this group called the Wolf Pack. So our main character Eden has been under the control of the Wolf Pack for a while now, but she's also always heard of this island that's kind of off the shore of where she's living. This island is called Sanctuary Island, and supposedly it's an island where it's just completely neutral ground and there isn't any war. So she's desperate to escape to this island, and one day she finally does. But once she gets there with a couple of her other friends, they start to realize that the island is not as safe as they had hoped when one of them goes missing in the night. So the majority of the story is actually Eden and her friends trying to make it through this mysterious island searching for their friend. If you enjoy the TV show Lost, you will definitely like this book. It has a very similar vibe and pacing. I just thought this was such a unique concept for a story, and I also felt that it was very different from a lot of the other like dystopian books that I've read. It's a really good blend of dystopian and sci-fi actually, because there's a lot of like references to unique technology and things like that. And yeah, this definitely kept me up all night because it just felt like there was a constant like tension, and I had to figure out like the secrets to this island. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. The book's actually been bought, and there's plans to produce it with Leonardo DiCaprio, so that's really exciting too. I'd love to see this on the big screen. So let us know if you read this book. Let me know what you thought of it. And last but certainly not least, we always include a card that describes what we're going to be doing for the following month. So the theme of the July box is Wanderlust. So it's perfect for, you know, heading into summer and everybody going away on vacation and things like that. But even if you can't go on vacation, maybe you can get this box and you will feel like you are transported elsewhere. And when you flip the card over, there's also a sneak peek for like something that's going to be in the box. And in July's box, we're going to be doing an officially licensed item from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The Wanderlust box is actually available now to order if you'd like. There's also going to be items inspired by Lord of the Rings and A Darker Shade of Magic, and it's just going to be super fun times. Like, there's going to be some items that we've never included before, so that'll be exciting. Yeah, it's going to be good. Alright guys, so that was our June Make It Out Alive box. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if you noticed, but everything kind of had a green look to it, which I thought was really fun. I've never curated a box that was like color coordinated before, so let me know what you thought of that addition. And if you like the look of this box, we do still have a couple available in our past boxes shop. I'll leave a link to that down below if you want to grab one for yourself. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Happy reading and thanks for being awesome. Bye! Bye!